good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, to come on music. So guys, today we are dealing with the great city of Atlanta. Stop the show, Dima. Let's fly all the way to ATL. That's right, Fulton County. And Fulton County is notorious for the Pookie and Ray Ray-ology. All right, and a lot of things go on at Fulton County Jail. A lot of inmates there, but of course there is some corruption, contraband being smuggled. Rappers being in there. I think like Young Thug was in Fulton County, Gunner was in Fulton County, Yo Mama and Daddy was in Fulton County. Can I get a ooh sound effect? But not only them, we have a sister by the name of Katana Jenkins, who was in Fulton County. She was working there since 2019. Give her a round of applause. And she's working there as a jail guard. Now, as a jail guard, Katana Jenkins, I would assume, got paid a very decent salary. I'm sure she had to go to college. I'm sure she worked pretty hard to get that job. But Katana Jenkins, despite her privileges in Fulton County Jail, decided to give it all up for Pookie and Ray Ray. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Now, she had a relationship with an inmate. And of course, she brought him in a cell phone. Yeah. And there is a clip of her and this guy. She is literally, I don't want to even play it, but she's sucking on his thumb like she's sucking on a D. And yeah, I'm pretty sure she was doing more than that. She has the guy in her office, and she looks like she's quite in love with the guy. And what's so funny about this cell phone, right? This is the same cell phone that she brought into the jail cell. And she's recording this. So she's charged with, number one, actually, drum roll, please. Number one, improper sexual contact by an employer or agent. 5 counts of violation of oath by a public officer. 2 counts of reckless conduct. 2 counts of reckless cruelty to inmates. And 1 count of giving an inmate a prohibited item without authorization. You stupid. So let me just say this, right? Because she took an oath to do this. Now, I have a question. What are black men going to say about this? Because Fulton County is in the greater Atlanta metropolitan region, and you must assume that Katana Jenkins is at least attractive enough to get a man that's not in jail. A man that has something going for her himself. The question is, why doesn't she do that? And because this is a lot of ladies, not everybody, but there are ladies out there who, if you can speak to their emotional side, that's all that matters. They don't care about nothing else. Okay, so this is what's going on here. So you're seeing that. And you're seeing how that's going on. You're seeing how that's going about. Everything else. Okay. And this is exactly what's going on here. Now, the bigger question is, what kind of women would even deal with somebody who likes a person like this? This is the question that none of us care to talk about. Why would you risk your job to deal with a guy who doesn't care about you? Like, I could see if you wanted to date the guy. Why don't you wait until he gets out of jail? Okay, let's get out of that. Let's let him get out of jail first. Then at least I won't be in jail, and then I can look him up. Which is still sad because you're having to deal with an inmate and not somebody free in the outside world. But okay. But then you will sit around and you will talk about all day as a female community how these brothers ain't nothing. These black men ain't faithful. And then here we are dealing with the freedom of choice. The freedom of choice is to deal with who you want to deal with at whatever time you want to deal with. And you're not doing that. What I see so many times are women who are able-bodied, who will work, and you always talk about how you're not going to submit to no man, fine. But then you'll go and let somebody ruin your life, and you gotta be she's at least an older woman, right? She's an older lady. Like, what I mean is over 40. So you're a lady who's over 40, and you're not smart enough to not deal with this sort of thing because you're gonna ruin your whole entire life. What about if you got kids, that income is gone, that guy don't care about you, and then you're doing it to yourself. Now, somebody said, sucking booty fingers is nasty work. But I'm just saying though, right? And the thing about it is, like, even if you're not in prison, I think so many situations, and you brothers have too, of women who are decent looking, great education, and who do they deal with? Guys who can't do nothing for them. I'll tell you why. Because these guys are easily controlled. They want to be able to deal with these dudes that they can control. They can give these guys money, and whenever these guys can't do what they're supposed to do, they kick them the hell out. Because these guys are jokes to them. It's the truth, right? So many ladies do that. And instead of upping your game and upping your standards to deal with a brother that can actually help you, you want to deal with the Pookies and Ray Rays. And then when you deal with the Pookies and Ray Rays and then you lose your life or have a baby or all of those bad things, all the above happen, you get upset. There is a bad problem with the mating choices that people have in Black America. And nobody wants to talk about it like that. But it's the truth. It's true. How many times are we going to ignore that you have ladies that are making a lot of money, doing very well, and specifically will go pick out a guy that's not on that same level? And it's on purpose. It's on purpose. Lose everything you got. Then when you lose everything you got, guess whose fault it is? All Black men got to pay for that. Like, let's say, for example, right? If I go and deal with a storytime music, let's say I go deal with a big booty stripper, right? And she got 3 kids, 3 different guys. I'm not saying that she's a bad person, but I will say that she's got 3 kids by 3 different guys, right? So I should very well know that, hey, look, this person has made some interesting decisions before. I need to be accountable for these decisions. And if something happens to me, then I need to, I can't blame everybody else. I got to blame myself. That's not what we do. We sit back and then we let everything go down. We get mad. We act like buffoons. Then we want to blame everybody else, which is so child. I never got that, right? Like, that would be my fault. But the thing that I don't like is whenever Black men or a sister decide to deal with a Black man that ain't got nothing, everybody got to pay for her decision. Every Black man in the world. When you was out here pookieing and Ray-Raying it up. So now you locked up in jail with him, in another jail. He don't care about you no more. Now you're dusty. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jug. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.